Hey guys, I'm doing a new format on this channel, kind of like a new series. These are more dedicated videos to a day in my life. I thought it would be fun to show you all the chaos I go through every day. I wake up at 6 a.m. against my will so that I can look good by 8 a.m. You know? I break my day into 4 parts. I have client meetings and client work, agency work for my business. I try to do a hobby and also do my errands and cook. So for my hobbies, I like to do fun to-dos. So on my fun to-dos, I am trying to learn how to do stop motion animation, and I also need to paint the drawing that I've had for forever in my office. So I'm done with client meetings and client work, so now I'm going to take a walk. It's really good to try to get some fresh air, especially if you're sitting down all day, because you can even get some inspiration just by being outside, and it's good to walk, you know? I don't know why it's so windy. Like, this is crazy. Is it May or is it not? I'm gonna show you guys how I make my matcha latte, and I don't know, I like it. So I use extra creamy oat milk, delicious. I use about 1 cup of that. I'm not gonna give you the measurements for anything else because I don't know. I use the jade leaf matcha latte, and I just eyeball it, you know, just go with your gut feeling on this. And then I'm going to use sugar-free vanilla syrup, which doesn't matter because I'm putting sugar right back in there. I use dark brown sugar, delicious. And that's how much I use. I use about 2 scoops of that. I actually add my protein in there just because I have learned to like it with my protein. I used to hate it, but now I actually don't mind it. I'm the kind of person that presses all the buttons when I'm blending something. I don't know why. In my head it just makes sense to press all the buttons. And shout out to my past client that gave me this beautiful cup. It's so pretty. Now I gotta get back to work. I'm doing agency work now, so I'm working on a social media post and for the banner on my website. For doing the stop motion animation that I'm trying to do, I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I just do stuff and I just figure it out like as I'm doing it. So I'm just cutting out some bees and images that I printed out because I have a very specific look that I want to go for. I'm gonna scan these back into the computer to give it like a scanner effect. This literally felt like arts and crafts. Like, I'm showing you how it looks when it's like being in the scanner. I'm just highlighting everything to make sure I get all the letter B's that I want. And this is a social media post that I made. Now it's time to run errands. I have no idea why all this costs $1 bajillion. Like, that's very crazy. I don't know what's going on. But now it's time to make dinner. So this is my inspo, and I've had it at a restaurant before, but I thought it would be fun to try it. So I'm using shrimp, and I already devined it and took out all the nasty gunk that's inside of it. So I've never had to cut open a pineapple before, but now I know why this costs how much it costs at the restaurant. This is hard. Like, I'm trying not to cut myself. This was even harder than trying to cut it in half because like it's so tough on the inside And I don't know why I was doing it with this big ass knife. Like, I literally could have sliced my hand open. I tried to use a spoon, but as you can see, I'm struggling. Finally got it all out, and now I'm gonna fry my shrimp. For the seasoning, I used the Cajun seasoning and some garlic. I love my vegetables, so I went with broccoli. I made wild rice with it, so now I'm done cooking all the stuff and I'm gonna stuff the pineapple. Oh, and I also made sauteed peppers and basil. And now I'm adding the shrimp and broccoli. It was so delicious, guys. Like, if you could make this, like, you should make it. It's really delicious. I had 2 servings. And to clean up all my mess, but I do want to give you guys a little advice if you're starting out or if you have a portfolio. When you're talking about your case studies in your portfolio, try to make sure that you include how you solve the client's problem and your process. That's super important to get your point across. Now I'm done with my 3 things for the day. Now it's time to do my hobby. First, let's watch the sunset because I love sunsets. Beautiful. I have been putting off this painting for a while because I didn't want to mess it up, but I'm forcing myself to finish it because it must go up and I must move on to the next thing. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this new format. I might do this again. I might not. Don't hold me to it. But thank you guys for watching. Bye.